everybody, welcome back to my travel vlog, and today we are going to be talking about Monaco. Monaco. So Monaco is the second smallest country in the entire world after the Holy See, aka the Vatican, and it's known primarily for its banking industry. It's a principality, but it is in France itself. So Monaco is ran by the Grimaldi family. They have been reigning for hundreds of years. They don't have an airport, so you can drive in or you can take the train. So we were staying in Menton, and Monaco was a day trip for us. And as soon as you get into the city, I mean, you can just see that you are in this place of opulence. Because on Front Street, I mean, the designer high-end stores are just lined off. You've got your Gucci, your Prada, your Yves Saint Laurent, and you just name it, it's there. It's lined off Front Street. So that's like your first introduction to Monaco. Listen, here's the thing about it. I know this is a budget travel vlog, but I feel if you have the money and your responsibilities are taken care of, you know, I'm always stressing that out. If your responsibilities are taken care of and you have the money, and that is the way that you enjoy your money, by spending on Gucci, by spending on a new Porsche or a Ferrari, then all power to you for sure. So we got off at the Royal Palace. Be warned, there are a lot of stairs. So we went up, we took some pictures. The view from up there is just breathtaking. You get to see the majority of Monaco from the Royal Palace. We took some photos, some shots, watched the guards and everything. There were a lot of tourists there, of course, because it is Monaco. So we did that. And then once we were done there, we went to the Monty Carlo Casino because
Bond. James Bond.
I am a James Bond fan, and if you've watched James Bond, you know anything about the James Bond franchise, you know that the majority of the casino scenes that have been shot throughout the franchise have been shot there. So I had to go and see it, and it is like the main attraction in Monaco. So we were in one like department or province, and we walked, because that's how small Monaco is. You literally can walk the majority of it like in one day. So we walked to the casino. It was much smaller than I thought it would be, though. I don't know what the inside looks like, but by no means is it some tool shed in the back of the yard. It's not that. And so as soon as you get really close, there's so many tourists. You're not allowed to go in if you are not dressed. They have a very strict dress code. So the men have to be dressed in suits. The women have to be dressed in really nice dresses, the whole nine. There are a lot of tourists in front of the casino taking pictures. I guess they're hoping to see maybe a celebrity or two. There's just a lot of people. It's a lot of fanfare in front of the Monte Carlo Casino because it's so famous. Monaco is also home to the Grand Prix, but when we went, it had just wrapped up, probably like a week prior. So we didn't catch it, which was a bummer because I would have loved to have witnessed something like that, you know? After we were done seeing the casino, my aunt was so adamant about getting our passports stamped because that's the thing. As you know, Monaco does not have an airport. There's no border patrol. There's no passport control. There's nothing like that. I'm not sure how it is if you're coming with the yachts and all that stuff. I don't know how that works, but I do know that once you're cleared by French customs and the border patrol and passport control, you can just go into Monaco. If you're on the bus and you're going to Monaco, the tourism office is at the Monte Carlo stop. So it's right there next to the casino. Once we were done, we were like, okay, maybe we should go get something to eat. So we walked around a little bit, and then we were like, you know, we're not gonna eat on Front Street. We are going to find a smaller restaurant, we're sure that it should be cheaper, right? We get lost and we come upon this little restaurant in the back of nowhere. We go in, you know, you have to like squeeze in because it's so tiny. So we go in, we sit down. There's 1 or 2 people in there, but not a lot. And so we're like, you know what? We're just going to get the cheapest thing on the menu. We're going to get just some pizza, you know? So we order the cheapest pizza. And it's like 17 euros, which to us, it's like, okay, cool. 17 euros per pizza, we'll share. It's about the size of the palm of my hand. That's how big the pizza is for 17 euros. So 17 euros, that's 20 something USD when you convert it from euros. So yeah, we're like, what? But the thing about it is, can you really fault the owner for charging that much? Because I can only imagine how much real estate is in Monaco, how much commercial real estate is in Monaco, how much it is to rent a space in Monaco, even if it's not Front Street. I can only imagine how much rent is. So because of that, you cannot fault him for his prices. But I say this story to speak to how costly it is. If you don't want to eat at the restaurants, bring your own food. You can eat on the boardwalk. They have like little areas that you can sit down and you can make like a whole picnic of it if you want to, you know? So once we left the restaurant, it was raining. My aunt was getting tired. I was getting tired. My hair started swelling up, you know, when you're natural. It only takes like 1 drop. So we were just like, you know what? Let's just head home. So we jumped on the bus, and when we got on the bus for another €1.50, we went back to Menton. I noticed that there were a lot of persons that worked in Monaco and they live in the surrounding towns, which makes a whole lot of sense, especially if it only takes you 20-30 minutes to get to work and it's only costing like €1.50. That makes so much more sense. So that was basically our adventure through Monaco. It's not a really big place. There's not a lot of things to do. You can walk the majority of the place. It is a great idea for a day trip if you are in Nice, if you are in Menton. And not only that, going there is a must if you're in that part of the world, because you could at least say you cross it off of your bucket list. If you're collecting countries like myself, you can just put that one into the buckets and say that you've got that, you know? And so yeah, that was my trip to Monaco. If you have been to Monaco, let me know what your experience was. Just leave a comment down in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my antics as usual. See you guys next week. Bye.